Test, test, 1, 2, 1, 2. What's going on, team? It's Ricky with Technical Solutions. I hope that you guys are all having an amazing day. A lot of people were asking me, Ricky, can you show how to short on the Webull platform? It's very simple. I have a market order. I click short. I put the number of shares that I want to short. It asks me, do I want to execute this? And all I say is, yeah, so this is a total of nearly $16,000 where it's viewed as a short position, meaning that I make money as Tesla pulls back. Today will be the last day that I short Tesla. Let me explain to you why. A lot of you guys know that I've been long on Tesla for a while, right? As it reached overbought levels, I locked in profits. It continued to push up, all that stuff, right? We're not here to pretend like we can predict the future, but simply prepare for it. Now that Tesla has dropped quite a bit, right? I've been shorting Tesla since Tesla was at highs of 694, I want to say, and I haven't been holding the shares every single time overnight, but I've been doing pretty well, right, as it hit highs of 700 and then has been making these lower highs and lower lows. Very simple setup. But as we approach the previous support level at $600, I want to buy the dip on Tesla. And this is what this whole video is about. A lot of people are freaking out, especially the people that were in AMC. Let's be honest. AMC recovering, I'm still down on it, right? I have 2,000 shares. I reduced my position size as we approached the EMA line. It's still showing signs of lower highs, lower lows. Don't be afraid to talk about the risk involved. Don't be afraid to talk about, what is going on, right? It's all about preparing and trying to make sure that you do what's best for your future self. Instead of being afraid and naive in talking about the risk involved, I feel like the people that are having these open-ended conversations are going to be doing much better off big picture. And all I am doing right now is, if you think that this pullback that we experienced today is bad, this is a drop in the water, right? For how this normally plays out. I'm not saying the market is going to crash, that it has to pull back, nothing like that. But it's healthy. It's healthy for the market to breathe a little bit after a consistent green streak. Today, the treasury rates were not the best. Overall unemployment rate was a little bit higher than anticipated. So we could see why the market is down 1.5%. Who cares? But if you're freaking out, that is a direct representation of you have too much money in the market. And if this is upsetting for you, how are you going to feel when the market pulls on back to the SMA line? No one freaks out when the market pulls back when they're well balanced. When they have enough money that they feel motivated, but not so much that they become an emotional mess. The only people freaking out are the people that are not prepared. The people that don't have the money to buy back at the lower levels. I'm excited. I mean, to some degree, it's like, I'm not going to be going all in on Tesla right now, right? So I'm not going to buy the dip with everything I can right now. Why? Well, because Tesla can still continue to sell off, but I don't want to short it because it's at a cheaper price. $600 tends to be a common support level. It's at a cheaper price. So what I want to do is, today being my last time I'm going to short it, once I cover my short, I am super excited. And the way that you cover your short, actually, let me explain that. You just buy back your shares, right? Because shorting means that you sell first and then you just buy back your shares. So if you have 25 shares, you just buy them and then it covers your short. So that's a way that you cover your short on the Webull platform. But one of the things that I wanted to talk about is, all I'm doing right now is preparing, and I've never been so prepared. I'm preparing for if the market does pull back. I want to create an effective watch list. I want to create a watch list of stocks that I see value. I don't care about if you agree with me, as you shouldn't care if I agree with you or if others agree with you. Your job is to take advantage of opportunity. And if you're prepared for a pullback, start creating an effective watch list, a pool of stocks that you want to buy the dip on. And how are you going to do so? The way that I'm going to do it is, as Tesla begins to break below 620 a share, I'll buy a couple shares, right? I plan to be in with Tesla for anywhere from around $750,000 to about $1 million. So I might start buying in $50,000 increments of Tesla, right? I'll buy the dip at 620. I'll buy the dip at 615. I'll buy the dip at 610. And let's be honest, Tesla can go all the way right back down to 550 for all we know. Buy effectively. Don't buy because you think it's going to recover right away, because that's a very hopeful approach. But buy when you think it makes sense, or where you find it to be a good deal that you don't mind holding it as it reverses. AMC obviously being a little bit different. It's not much of a blue chip stock, really not much of a stock that I want to aggressively hold. It's a riskier stock, but it also comes at a greater form of opportunity. And let's talk about it. I reduced my position size at these higher levels, so if it pulls on back, guess what I'm going to do? Buy more with the same dollar amount that I had invested. That's all I'm going to be doing. Balancing out my position size, selling the highs, buying the lows. If that upsets you, I'm not here to please you. That's simple. Do what's best for your future self. Ignore the rest, right? And you'll see in the comment section. It's so funny to me that all these people that are bag holding AMC blame everyone else but themselves for their failure, right? We've talked about it. You have two responsibilities. Manage risk and manage position size. Lock in profits when it makes sense. Reduce it when it doesn't. That's all, right? I want the squeeze to happen. I wouldn't have money. I wouldn't have 2,000 shares right now in AMC if I didn't want AMC to push up, right? But I'm not going to be naive. I'm not going to be blind. I'm not going to be narrow-minded in the idea that it has to go according to plan. Nothing has to happen. Nothing is guaranteed in this market. Stop pretending like it is. That simple. So I'm excited to follow up with my watch list. I was thinking about making a video if the market were to pull back, the top 5 to top 10 tech stocks that I would love to invest in. I know a lot of you guys really like when I make those videos, and I'm excited. I'm eager to buy the dip on these stocks. And if you guys look at the Nasdaq market on the 4-hour time frame, we have ways to go. So if you're freaking out right now, I don't know what to tell you. I'm never here to encourage you to buy, never here to encourage you to sell. All I'm saying that if we do begin to pull on back, not saying that we will, but if we do, I hope you're prepared to be able to tolerate this pullback, because the only people that freak out when the market pulls back are those that were not prepared. Everyone else is excited to buy the dip and ride the recovery because they're mentally stable in the idea that they don't have so much money on the line. I think that's the best way to put it. So I really do appreciate you guys' time. I hope that we earned your thumbs up in this video. Don't forget, we are running a sale on the Shop TechBit side. So everything from our mouse pads, everything from our flags, we just did a full restock, everything from our aluminum art and our apparel. It all starts at $19. It's free shipping, and you get an additional 25% off everything on the site. Just make sure you use promo code SUNS, SUNS, at checkout. So today is game 2. Excited to follow up. If you guys want to join our free Facebook group, that's going to be that first link in the description. Like always, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take it easy, team.